Hello everyone, and today we are back for another episode of the PVP series. In this episode, I'm going to be teaching you on how to PVP prep your Loomians. I'm basically going to show you on how to make a Loomian that looks like this, a Loomian that has no UPs and no TPs, into a Loomian that is like this, fully TP trained and maxed out in UPs. So with that out of the way, let's head right into the video. The first thing you need to do when PV prepping Loomians is actually finding the Loomians themselves. So, I'm in the wild, you gotta hunt in the grass to find Loomians, so let me just find a Loomian real quick. I found a Kabunga, which is perfect actually. So, what you need to do is to actually chip this Kabunga down, and you gotta actually capture it. But, there is actually a move that can make capturing Loomians a lot easier. And it is a move called Spare. And there are quite a few Loomians that have this. Geklo has this, Dusket has this, but Spare is awesome because when you strike a foe with Spare, you'll leave them with at least one health point. And when a Loomian is at a lower HP, it is a lot easier to capture the Loomian. So this Kabunga is at yellow health. It should be able to get caught. I'm going to use an advanced disc for the Kabunga because, you know, green. So yeah, this is going to be the Loomian I'm going to be able to rally. And, of course, I can't catch it. So, you know what? I'm just going to use a big disc. So, yeah. These can be relatively hard to catch if you don't have Spare. But if you do have a Spare Loomian, you're going to be in a very good position. So, let me just use a Blossom disc to capture the Kabunga. This should be caught now because this is a plant type disc. And this is a plant type. And there we go. We got our Kabunga. So, Kabunga has now been captured on the disc. By the way, the wall is glitched. That's awesome. So, yeah. And let's see this Kabunga. Let's look at this guy's UPs and TPs. Because when you usually capture them in the wild, they usually don't have... Yeah, look at that. Robust, foolish Kabunga. Garbage traits. You also have garbage moves. And also, the UPs are actually okay, actually. We can definitely work with this. So, yeah. Let's put this thing in the Rally Ranch. Alright, now I'm going to teach you on how rallying works in Loomian Legacy. So, I did catch another Kabunga off camera. This one really sucks. It's pure clumsy. So yeah, UPs are a little better, but overall this one's worse than the other one that we caught. So yeah, we're going to put these two in the Rally Ranch. We're going to put this Kabunga in the leader spot, and we're going to put this Kabunga in the assistant spot. And if you have the same Loomian in both the Rally and assistant spot, it actually rallies these Loomians quicker, which is really good to know. Now, there are these three slots at the bottom. There's your Toy, which activates the traits, the Feeds, which deals with the UPs, and the Totem gives you either extra traits or extra negative traits, which is going to be very useful later on. But first, we're going to get to the Toy. So, when you have no Toy, you know, you could randomly get traits. So, it doesn't matter what your Kabunga is. Your Kabunga could be perfect, pure nimble. This one could be pure sluggish. It doesn't matter. The traits are going to be random. So, rallying without toys is not worth it. But there are some good toys you can use, and you earn all of these by completing your mastery. The first toy is the Rubber Duck, which you rally Loomians that share a personality trait with the rally leader or the assistant. So it's a random chance, but it could share a positive trait from both either the leader or the assistant. So it does get rid of a little bit of RNG, but it's still RNG at the end of the day. There is the Bouncy Ball, which rally Loomians from... You rally Loomians that share a positive trait with the rally leader. So this is exclusive to just the rally leader, which is a very good. So yeah, if you're using like a good totem, getting two traits, and you do want to keep a positive trait, it's a very good toy to use. You of course also have the Puzzle Cube, and this one is actually kind of useful, even once you get the Yo-Yo. You rally Loomians that share a positive personality trait with the rally assistant, and this is amazing because if you have another Loomian that runs pure nimble, but the Loomian that you have doesn't have pure nimble, you could put that Loomian in the assistant slot, and you can actually start to get pure nimble Kabungas, which is amazing. It's a really useful puzzle cube to start your rallying process. But of course, the best item of them all is the Yo-Yo. You rally Loomians that have the exact same personality as the rally leader. So if I have the Yo-Yo activated, it will always have robust, foolish Kabungas. So it's definitely the best item, but you do need to get a good Kabunga first to rally in order to utilize the Yo-Yo. Because you don't want to be rallying robust, foolish ones. You want to be rallying nimble ones. So, yeah. there's of course the feed as well. And the feed deals with the UPs, because as you can see on these kabungas, the UPs are not that good. But with these feeds, it'll make it a lot easier to level them up. So you rally without a feed, it's random. You just literally don't know what you're going to get. But with the Strawberry, you rally Loomians that share at least one unique point with each rallying Loomian. So it won't increase the UPs necessarily, but it will share. So the 32 UPs into health compared to the 0 UPs into health on this one. So there's a chance that it could pick any one of these stats in any one of these Loomians, and it would share together. So you could get some good luck. It's really RNG heavy. This kind of sucks, honestly. This is probably the worst part of PvP prep, is getting the UPs for all the Loomians. There's the Bloomlon with rally Loomians that share at least 2 unique points with each rallying Loomian. This is pretty good, actually, but you do need to get the UPs high first. Same with the Tutti Fruit. This is probably the best rallying item, because you rally Loomians that share at least 3 unique points with each rallying Loomian. So that's good once you get the golden stars, but you gotta get the golden stars because you don't want to be sharing 9 UPs in energy and 9 UPs in melee attack. There's the Wonder Bean, which is not the best, but you share at least 4 unique points with the rally leader. So if your rally leader has like 4 gold stars, it's definitely good to use. And this item's gonna help you get started quicker. You rally Loomians with the Jewel Through. You share 3 to 5 perfect unique points with any of the rallying Loomians. So 3 to 5 gold stars. This is the best item to start off with when it comes to rallying, because you get gold stars guaranteed, which is awesome. There's one problem with the Jewel Throat, though. This is a mastery level up of level 78, which is really late in the game, so you gotta be grinding a bunch of Loomians in order to get the Jewel Throat. But I will show y'all another way on how to get golden stars on your Loomians, because there's actually one way you can get a guaranteed 3 gold stars on your Loomians. So I'll show that later. There's, of course, the totems as well, which, with the Smiling Totem, you rally Loomians with 2 positive traits, but 1 super strong negative trait. So, I have a Loomian right here called Rencidor. It's very frail, so that's the strong negative trait, and I have 2 positive traits. So, yeah, this is really good. The strong traits, I think it's a 10% increase, when the negative traits is 20% decrease. So, yeah, not very good with a decrease, but there are some stats that are not useful, so you can utilize that to your advantage while increasing your positive traits. And then you have the Scowling Totem, which rallies Loomians with a strong positive trait, but 2 negative traits. The best example for that, I don't know if I have a Loomian like that at the moment, actually. Do I have a Loomian that is like that? Aha, this one. Garbantus, very nimble. So, 20% more speed, but I lose range defense and ranged attack. So, yeah, you can either super increase your strength while also having a couple weaknesses, or you can increase 2 stats while mega weakening 1. It just depends on the Loomian that you're rallying, of course. So, yeah, let's rally a couple of these kabungas and let's see what we get. Alright, I just AFK'd for a little bit and I rallied some kabungas. So as you can see, I have 5 rallied Loomians in the rally ranch. You check them out. And the first 3 kabungas I rallied without anything, and the last 2 I rallied with the Smiling Totem and the Jewel Fruit. So these first 3 kabungas, as you can see, there's only a couple personalities. I got lucky with this one. I actually got pure Brawny on one of them, which is kind of cool. But as you can see, I have Brawny Sluggish, and this one was Indifferent. Indifferent is really bad, and as you can see, nothing's really improving whatsoever. So these 3 kind of suck. So that's why you need the extra stuff. So with the Smiling Totem, as you can see, I have 2 personalities, both in Hyper and Smart, but I have the Very Frail, while with this one, I got Very Dull, but robust Smart. So, yeah, with the totems, you can actually get multiple stats, which is really good. And as you see, with the Jewel Fruit, wow, the Jewel Fruit didn't actually help, actually. The Jewel Fruit didn't actually help. Wow, that is very weird. So, as y'all could say, it's very, very hard to rally Loomians. I do think the Jewel Fruit is allowed to get you a couple gold stars, but I don't think it worked for me in the video. I might have done something wrong, but it happens. So, I will give y'all a tip on how to actually get golden star Loomians right away, because otherwise you gotta go to mastery level 78 in order to get guaranteed gold stars on Loomians right away, which it's just not fun. And it's very hard to actually get golden star Loomians. So, I have an idea for y'all. There's actually a very cool tip I can give y'all. If y'all go to this button and go to the weather tab, you can actually see weather throughout routes. In Route 5, there's smoldering heat, and there's a Loomian acting strangely, which is Rockwalla. So if you find a Rockwalla in Route 5 in this weather, it will actually act strangely. And when it acts strangely, it's really good because you get positive gold stars for 3 different stats, and you actually get a pure personality somewhere, which is really cool. I'll show y'all an example of it right now. And here it is. I found a Rockwalla in the Smoldering Heat, and as you saw, it is acting strangely. And there is something I do want to say about these Loomians, is that when you're actually trying to capture a Loomian when it's acting strangely, it's actually relatively hard to catch. So you'll got to get those spare Loomians ready. Thankfully, I do got a Dusket. The reason why I didn't lead off with Dusket is because Dusket has Harmonize. And if you want to get a trait, you can use a trait at Dusket to actually give the Loomian you catch a certain trait. Just, even though that is nothing to do with PvP prep at all, it is a good hunting tip which should be able to help you. So, yeah, you definitely do need to get your spare Loomians, because these Loomians get rather hard to catch. So, I'm going to get it down to 1 HP, and we're going to capture it. And then after I capture it, we're going to show y'all its UPs. So, we'll head to that right now. And as you can see, this Rockwalla has a pure brawny personality. So, it's really huge. This is a really good tip on actually finding good Loomians right away. So, it's a pure brawny personality, and look at those UPs. 40 UPs in the health, 40 UPs in the melee defense, 40 UPs in the range attack, 40 UPs in the range defense. This is something that we can actually work with. Alright, now with our Rockwalla, all you need to do is put this in the assistant slot. And the strategy is sharing the traits between the rally leader and the rally assistant. And all you need is the Bloomlin, the Blue Melon, which you can get at Mastery level 12. So compared to level 78 with the Jewel Fruit, you can go to Mastery level 12 with the Blue Melon. And if you have Golden Star Loomians, it will actually rally to each other. It's faster with the Tutti Fruit because it's with 3 unique traits, so... But you could do this with the Blue Melon at level 12 if you want. So, I'm going to wait here for a little bit, and we're going to see what rallies we can get. Alright, I waited for a little bit, and we finally got 3 new Kabungas. So, I rallied this bunch of Kabungas with... I could show you. Let me show y'all real quick. I rallied with the Beach Ball as my toy, the Blue Melon as my feed, and the Smiling Totem, which is really good because our Kabunga is robust as its positive trait. So if I use the Beach Ball, which is a toy that copies the positive trait of the rally leader, as you can see, all the Kabungas are robust, which is really good. Using the toys to your advantage can make rallying a lot easier. And the UPs, as you can see, some of these Kabungas are starting to get stars on them. This one didn't get lucky, unfortunately, but these two have the golden stars, and this one has it for the range defense, this one has it for the melee defense, and all you need to do is just collect up all of these and put the ones with the better UPs in. Oh, did I really do that? But yeah, you just put the ones with the better UPs over this one, and then over time, those UPs will connect, and it'll continue to pile up. So just continue on doing that until you get full UPs. But that's not the only thing I want to show y'all. There are some Loomians that you physically can't fit in your rally leader spot, which this Paramind I have cannot be placed as a rally leader. All the Roamers can't, the Paraminds can't, and there's a couple other Loomians that can't be placed in the rally leader slot as well. But you can rally moves onto different Loomians. So most of the time you can just put, if a Loomian can learn a move and the other Loomian has it, the rallied Loomians can just learn the move. But I'm going to teach you on how to reverse rally, which can actually give you rallied moves on Loomians that can't be placed as a rally leader. So I can put the Paramind in this slot. And as you can see, it has an open move pool. You need to have a move open for this to work. And as you can see, the Paramind can learn Landslide as a rally move. So I have a Baneki here with the move Landslide. And the strategy here is to reverse rally Landslide onto the Paramind, so the Paramind can actually learn Landslide. I think it might be just happened already. No, we got another Kabunga. as you can see, we got even luckier with this one, and this one actually got 2 stars. So if you get lucky with the draw, you could actually get multiple gold stars, and you could slowly, very slowly, build your way up to rallying a lot of good Loomians. So it works out very well. I don't know where that Kabunga went. I think it's right here. Yeah, there it is. There's a Kabunga. So you can just continue to do that. It's a very long and painful process, but eventually you're going to get a lot of gold stars on all your Loomians, and then eventually you could put those gold star Kabungas together so you can rally Loomians even faster. By the way, if you guys are wondering why I had 9 rally slots and not 3 rally slots, it's because free-to-plays only have access to 3 rally slots, while pay-to-win players have access to 9. You gotta buy something called the Rally Charm, which costs 400 Robux, which, personally, I think that's way too expensive just for 6 extra rally slots. I think they should reduce it to 200, or find a way in-game so free-to-plays can get more rally slots, but yeah, you can still rally, it just is a lot harder because you can't grind for more of them, so it is unfortunate. So now I'm going to wait here until I get my reverse rally just to show you. It might even just happen. Sometimes it happens a lot earlier. And there it go. You don't even have to have the new Loomian show up. You can just get your reverse rally move onto a Paramine, which that's how you reverse rally. So you continue to level these guys up, all the way up, until they get UPs everywhere. And that's so you don't have to waste any shards, because there is another way to increase your UPs. So as you can see this Paramine right here, its UPs suck. But there is another way you can get it by using shards. And you gotta find corrupt Loomians to get these. And as you can see, I'm gonna use the melee attack shards on this. And the melee attack points have increased in the UP. So you can use shards, but it's very rare. Shards are very rare to get, so it's just better to just rally for the golden stars. And then if you really need to, give shards to the last bit of stats. So that's how you get your UPs up all the way. It's a long, grueling process that takes forever. But once you do have a Loomian with 5 or 6 gold stars, it should be a lot easier to rally for Loomians in the future. Now that I taught y'all on how to rally your Loomians and get their UPs, now I'm going to teach y'all on how to TP train the Loomians. With how long rallying took, I wonder how long it will take to actually TP train your Loomians. Thankfully, Llama Train Studios was one step ahead, and they updated the training chart. So in the past, if you were a free-to-play player, you didn't have access to the TP chart, which is really rough because it's actually very hard to actually see what your TPs are for your Loomians. But now, in the most recent update, they actually got rid of the Advanced Stat Viewer Game Pass. So now every player can actually get this chart. So even free-to-plays can get this chart now. That Game Pass has actually been replaced with ×2 training points, which does TP train your Loomians a lot faster. So yeah, how do you TP train your Loomians? You hunt in the wild, and random Loomians will have TP points. There's also random battlers that you can rebattle. You can battle them for TP points, and they're everywhere. They're all in the Rally Ranch. You can battle them in the Rally Ranch. There's a couple in the Atlantean City. There's a lot of battlers you can actually battle to get a lot of TPs. And a lot of the Loomians have TPs and different stuff. So as you can see, I have a Rencidor here. And I battled the Atlantean City leader, and as you can see, the TPs are kind of random. Certain Loomians will have certain TP points, so when you KO a Loomian, they'll give you a certain TP point. And in the past, you would need to use these reset items in order to, get rid of those TPs. Now, all that you can do is just do this. Boop! Those TPs are gone, and it will be unassigned. And when you have unassigned TP points, you can use them later. Like, you could even X out of the Loomian and head back to it, and it will still be unassigned, which is really good. So this is a Loomian. This is a tanky Rencidor, so I want to get rid of this in all the speed. And I can get rid of all the melee attack because this Loomian never uses melee attacks. Get rid of all of the energy for now. I'll worry about the energy later. And honestly, just dump this all into range defense and dump the rest of the 60 into health. See? So much easier. It's so much easier to actually TP train Loomians. And when you battle some of the people in the Rally Ranch or battle wild Loomians, you'll continue to gain UPs and TPs, and it's actually a lot easier to transfer those TPs into your melee attack, energy, or melee defense to whatever you want. You could also use these things called gummies, and there's a lot of ways you can get gummies. Events usually sell them, but You can get these in the Battle Coliseum. And, oh no, I made a mistake. I accidentally put 20 melee attack TPs into the Rensador. In the past, you would have to use TP resets. But now, all you have to do is just do this. -10 to this. And what do you do to the rest of them? Put it into your health. That's how you do it. I do actually need U4 speed on this because my UPs didn't correct on the speed. Sometimes you don't get good luck, so you do kind of need to do that. But hey, it's just kind of how it is. I'll put the rest of the melee defense for now. And yeah, that's how you TP train your Loomians. It's actually that simple. It's actually a lot easier to TP train your Loomians. Now, if you're wondering what this little icon is, this is actually the secret ability icon. And a lot of these Loomians have rare abilities. You actually can't find secret abilities in the wild. The only way you can actually find secret abilities in the wild is with the weather. And if that Loomian is acting strangely, you can actually find a secret ability for that Loomian. But other than that, there's no way to find secret abilities in the wild unless you buy the secret ability charm. Which again, you know, you gotta pay Robux to get it. But don't worry. Don't worry, free-to-plays. Don't worry, free-to-play players, because guess what? You can rally secret abilities. They're very rare, but you can actually rally secret abilities, and you can actually get them. Let's look at these Kabungas real quick. Yeah, as you can see, this is a long, grueling process, so it takes a while to get the stars you need, but you can eventually get it. And of course, once you get your mastery level higher, you can improve your items. So instead of the blue melon, you can use the 2D fruit, so it's a lot easier to rally your Loomians up. So, yeah, you can actually put secret abilities, and you can actually rally secret abilities, but if you don't have a secret ability at the moment, I think it's a 1 in 508 or something, so it is very rare. You're going to have to be waiting for a long time, but once you actually get a secret ability, you can put that secret ability in the rally leader spot. It will actually reduce the odds by half, which is awesome. So if you want to find a lot of secret ability Loomians, you get a secret ability Loomian, put it in the rally leader spot, and bang, it will reduce the odds by half, which is really huge. And that, in a nutshell, is the how to PvP prep your Loomian. You could turn Loomians that have TPs and UPs like this into Loomians that have PvP, UPs, and TPs like that. I hope you guys have learned a lot from this video. I'm not going to lie, I delayed this video for a long time. This was supposed to be out 6 months ago, but I really hate rallying. Rallying is probably the worst part in Loomian Legacy, but I think this was the best time to do it because they did change the TP training chart, and I wanted to talk about that, but I just needed to go through the slow, grueling process of rallying, and thankfully, I'm done with that. And for the PvPer series, we can actually talk about building specific teams. So we can build balance, hyper offense, stall. I'm not sure what team style we're going to go for first, but we're going to think about that in another video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have learned something from this video. If not, I'm sorry. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see y'all all later. Bye-bye!